Why starting an online business is the ultimate upgrade to your lifestyle. That is our subject today, and I think this is a really incredible subject. It is an ultimate lifestyle upgrade. I've seen it for myself. I have proof here. I upgrade it a lot, and I thank God for all the blessings. We're going to go through that little punch points. This is online biz real talk, and we do these on a regular basis to give people some insight to what we're doing in the online world and how they too can get started and earn an incredible income online with four affiliate marketing companies or four affiliate companies that we're marketing, and how you can literally live a freedom lifestyle without having to do much of the legwork. All you have to do is just advertise. So we're going to fill you in on that today. And if you're in our Learn to Earn online group, congratulations, welcome. And if you're not, you better get in because there's a lot of amazing things going on. Right, Paulo? Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us how people can get into the Learn to Earn online group, and then we'll go
Yeah.
over.
Hi everyone. My name is Paulo Perez, based here in Vancouver. And yeah, if you want to get into Learn to Earn group, we've created this just recently to help people do their due diligence, get their questions answered about learning how to start an online business. Because there's a lot of things out there where people are skeptical of starting an online business, and we're here to help people get their questions answered. We've created frequently asked question videos. Do a lot of posts, and like Georgia said, we do live business chats 3 times a week, so you guys are able to learn more about what we do in this business, as well as how people as entrepreneurs and as business owners are able to run their business. And I love doing these talks, Georgia, because it just gives I don't know, just it reminds us of what we actually got ourselves into, and what we're able to create for our family, our friends, or people that we run across, that we're here to help people upgrade their lifestyle, but also improve their quality of life.
Amen. Amen. 100%. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why don't you go first and let us know what your spin is, and yeah, how could people, in other words, what makes this business the ultimate lifestyle upgrade?
So for me, so I've already introduced myself, but my background is in nursing. I've been a nurse for over close to 20 years now. So it's been a while. I've worked in inpatient hospitals, worked in multiple hospital settings, worked in outpatient clinics and oncology clinical trials research, worked for pharmaceutical companies, so the corporate side of sort of research. And so I've done it all. And I've I find I love nursing, but the fact is that a lot of us are overworked, and we're always asked to work overtime because of staff shortages. And so unfortunately, I've experienced burnout twice in my career. One in nursing, and then one with the pharmaceutical company, because of the amount of hours they just ask from you. And as a giving person, you just want to give. Like like being a nurse, I'm always nurturing, want to help people, but it's just too much to the point where I didn't have a good work-life balance. I was always stressed out. I hated going into work at some points, and that's why I quit my nursing job that one time, and then started that pharmaceutical company. But then I got overworked there, because I was trying to find greener pastures, and that didn't happen. But I got good experience working from that, but however, could not find a good work-life balance, because Georgia, I was working 10, 16-hour days in that job, plus going on site, working 8 hours there. And then, a lot of it just started taking away from my personal time. Instead of 4 o'clock, I'd be finishing at 5, 6, 7, 8. And this would be on the weekdays, weekends. And I'm like, this isn't, this isn't going to help me last forever, because my batteries need to be recharged. But that's why I looked for this business. I was looking for something better to help improve my quality of life and help improve that work-life balance. And I found it with this business, because as people start learning more through our Learn to Earn group and through asking questions, you'll find that this business is flexible in a sense. It's takes about 2 3 weeks to get started up and running, but once you have the business set up, you spend like 1 2 3 hours a day. That's it. Or if you have things come up, you can maybe do a half hour and then do the rest on your personal time if you have to run errands. But that's how flexible it is, and I find it's such a good ability for you to have that good work life balance.
I love that. I love that. And yeah, it's even though that like I didn't have a job, it was a brick and mortar business. I experienced burnouts. I was very stressed. You see, when you're not getting enough sleep and rest and eating properly, you it messes with your mind. Like I gained anxiety and I was fearful, and I was like, I didn't work on myself. If you don't work on yourself, you're not going to have enough in your glass to help others. So I was a spiritual counselor. You're a nurse, right? We're really hands on and comforting, and we have to be there. And I know you. Not only are you there for others, but you're well organized, and you're just like we were talking about. You're working above and beyond. You're helping other workers, and you're doing way more than they're doing, just because that's your personality. And you know,
Yep.
Theto's the same way. Okay, he's
Yep.
the same exact way, but nobody else is doing that. But you're getting paid the same as those people. And I knew it. I was like, I was telling Tito about that. And I was like, Paulo's going through the same thing. Paulo went through the same thing because even though we know that these people are not blood related, we know we don't need their, we don't need their praise. We don't need, oh, well, good job. It would feel good if somebody was to give you a raise. It would feel good if somebody was to comp you, up you, bonus you because of all your hard work. And it seems like that's not just happening. And maybe it's not feasible. Even
Yeah.
though we talk about this, Paulo, a lot of these companies, it's not feasible. There's not enough government money. There's not enough money and funding for them to pay you more.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's sort of like why I wanted to also talk about just the unlimited growth potential with this business, because working for a union, you're capped at a certain amount of what you can make per hour. And after reaching senior levels, and I've already reached that close to that level that I'm capped. And like for me, like right now, I do clinical trials research nursing. And so compare that to nurses who are working clinics or all that, they may have the same seniority or higher than me, but they're doing less. Now, I wouldn't say less of a work, but it's just the quantity of what we're responsible is different in a sense. And so you're always tied that, like, so you're always restricted with what you can make.
Yeah.
And I've had doctors say, like, I wish we can pay you more or give you bonuses and stuff because of how hard you work, but they can't because it's just the way the system's set up. And with our business, it's unlimited. Our financial prosperity is unlimited. It's all based on how much time and effort you put into the business.
Yeah, I love that. And I love how much you're succeeding
Yeah.
above and beyond lately. Like the more you travel, the more fun you have, the more you succeed. It's like you have that energy where don't worry about a thing. And all of a sudden it implements into this business because I feel that like, even though like, yes, we got an incredible business plan, incredible companies we're affiliated with. It has a lot to do with your energy. And
Yeah.
we know that this business works. So it's like, don't worry, the money will come, the checks will come, the sales will come. And like since we've been friends, like, and we got closer. I was like, wow, you've really grown. Can I bug you a little bit off subject?
Yeah.
How have you, what made you have a turning point and start like skyrocketing quicker?
It's always going back to that moment, my lowest moment of my whole diagnosis of cervical dystonia or torticollis, where I basically lost full control of my head movement and was debilitated. It took 2 years to get my head controlled and straightened.
Head straight. It took you a couple of years to get your head straight, Paula.
Yeah.
You gotta put a joke on it. It's
Yeah.
serious.
But yeah, no, that was my lowest, and I thought that was my new normal. I thought I couldn't go to the gym. I thought I couldn't drive ever again. I thought I couldn't work again. I thought I had to have someone help me get dressed, feed me. I thought that was my new normal, and I was diagnosed at the age of 33, just before I turned 33 with that diagnosis. It's a rare disorder. Not a lot of people know about it, and so I didn't have the support. It's not like other disease and stuff have bigger support through communities, but mine is so rare that the community is so small, and a lot of the support was so negative in the sense like, this is your new life now, this is how you're supposed to live. And so I figured that if I can get over that lowest point in my life, that if I with this business, if I ever encounter any struggles or any walls, I can tear those down, because they're walls. They can be broken down, they can overcome it, and low experiences in the business is a learning point. It's a teaching point for me to say, you know what, it's just the universe trying to tell me, you know, Paulo, it's just, you know, just keep pushing forward and the reward is going to come to you at the very end. So yeah.
I love that. I love that. And I think that's what made me do the same. You know, as soon as I seen that, oh my goodness, how come I can't get a mortgage? Why am I in debt? And you know, I was just coasting along with this business because I had my ex like really down and skeptical, and everybody around me was joking like, "Oh yeah, sure, you're in an MLM," and you know, I didn't want to, you know, be out there because I have a lot of church friends, and I was thinking, what are they going to think of me? There's this stupid, you know, little things that talk to you and be like, what about this? What about this? And
Yeah.
I was going for it. And then I woke up, I was like, what am I doing? Look how much money these people are making. All I have to do is just advertise like them and get myself out there. And
Yeah.
even if you're shy, and look at it, boom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So how about you, Georgia? Like what are things have you found, you know, since doing the business that helped upgrade your sort of lifestyle that you are having and experiencing now?
Well, of course, low overhead cost. We talked about, I always talk about this. So this is the ultimate upgrade because I had a brick and mortar business.
Hmm.
And what I experienced is this online business has did a 360 for me because my brick and mortar business, there was a high overhead cost. I had to pay for rent. I had to pay my bills. I had to pay for advertisement. I had to pay for these little events. I would go in and literally run trade shows, 1,000, 1,500, whatever it is, Comic Con. Like I was in Toronto, I was at all these bridal shows. And so in yoga shows, like, you know, being a spiritual counselor, right? You're in all these different things. But at the same time, I was super busy. I remember wearing this jacket. It reminded me of that today because I was like, you know, I still have this sport jacket, and it reminded me of when I used to get ready and go with heels and walk on the marble, and it was cold. You know the way it is to walk on cement marble floors if you're
Yeah.
working nursing and in hospitals. So it takes a toll on you. You get cold. You don't eat properly. You're literally wearing heels all day. You're walking. You're standing, and that was like and the overhead. Like if I didn't make 1,000 or 1,500 in that spot, I'd be out money. Plus, if I didn't get that clientele, it's kind of a waste of time.
Yeah.
You need a clientele, right? Because I had my brick and mortar business. So I experienced all that. I actually had to pay people to give out my flyers or advertisement. And I found that the advertisement, Paulo, like sometimes I remember wasting like $2,400, $2,500. And I would like get one client. I was like, that was a lot. And that's, I think that I'm okay with spending on ads right now because I see a big return, right? Because there's free ads, there's paid ads. So some people don't like to pay money on ads, and that's okay. We have free ads. I've
Mhm.
had people make literally 20 grand in 1 week with just free ads.
Yeah.
So you can do that. But I experienced a brick and mortar business where paying ads and overhead and all of this expenses that if I pay a little bit money in ads, it's like, whoa, I don't have to pay overhead. My business runs from my phone. My
Yeah.
business runs from my laptop. So it was a huge upgrade for me because I didn't have to leave the comfort of my home either. And especially, yeah, the low cost of overhead.
No, that's awesome. And I know it's in the thousands. I know you've mentioned numbers before, but I know it can be like 20 to 50,000 or more with overhead with a lot of brick and mortar businesses.
Yeah.
So,
And to get me online, like even so, for instance, there's a lot of brick and mortar businesses follow that get their business from online. Now, I was just talking with somebody that works on vehicles, and it could be a lot of money. It could be 2, 3,000 for your website. Literally, Google wants to keep you up top. It'll be 3, 4,000 a month.
mhm.
It would like literally, it would cost you 20, 30,000 a month if you want ClickFunnels, if you want all this, if you want money and clients to come into your business.
Mhm.
It's a lot of money. But the thing is when you start this business, you're already online and everything's online. You don't have to do the work in your workplace because they still have to do work in their place of business. And also, they're paying a lot more to keep these companies helping them to literally just be on top or be known in the online world. Somebody Googles you, you're there.
Mhm.
We experts, who's ever watching, know how to literally surpass those, and we set you up. We have a system that runs for you. We have all that click funnels, that sales funnel. We have everything where it walks people through the buying process, and you don't have to pay that. There's no monthly fee. You just sign up and you get all that included. So I like a lot of people follow don't know what it costs to get set up in the online world.
Yeah.
And then they don't realize, well, getting set up in the online world, if you have a brick and mortar business, you're still paying overhead for your brick and mortar business, you're still paying your employees, you're still doing commute back and forth, leaving your kids, childcare, all of that. I'm still doing it, even though I was on my own boss. With
Yeah.
this, my kids are with me. And we didn't talk about childcare and commute. Childcare and commute, it was a big thing. I used to spend $90 a day on a nanny, and then I used to spend money on the commute going back and forth. So yeah, all the above. I'm really grateful, and not too many people know what it is, what the pricing is to get set up in the online world. So when I first seen this, I knew, and I was like, oh my goodness, I could sign up for like nothing, and I get everything included. I'm getting on this, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. And if you don't realize that, take it from me, brick and mortar previous business owner. Take it from me. You have gold right now. It's so easy. You can work from the comfort of your home. I'm in the kitchen right now. My son helps me. I pay my son like $100 a week. He helps me with my business. It's so easy. He's only 14. He's bringing in sales for me. Like, this is what I mean. Like, it's so simple. It's really simple. Even when they was 12, 13, they used to help me. If a 12, 13-year-old kid, I know kids are more tech savvy than us these days, but if a 12, 13-year-old kid can do it, they're learned, you can do it too. So yeah. What about you, Paula? You want to add anything to that, or
No, I mean, I've never owned a brick and mortar business, so I have no experience whatsoever. I just hear from other people within our community who've had brick and mortar businesses, like ones that were doing like snow removals, or like driving trucks. So yeah, they always say that it's just a lot more to run that kind of business versus running this business that we have with the whole automated system.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, so I mean, the other things that's also stuck out with me is just upgrading the lifestyle of this business. It's just the flexibility as well. Like you've already talked a bit about the flexibility. I've talked a bit about it, but the fact that you can bring this business anywhere on the go, and even just on my recent travels through Central America, I was still able to work my business. I mean, I was only doing like 1-2 hours a day, but the fact is that I can, as long as I had good data connection, Wi-Fi connection, I can run the business. I mean, I was putting a sale through driving through the rainforests in Costa Rica. Like that just shows you how flexible this business is and portable with this business, and the fact that you can take it on the go.
I love that. I remember your internet wasn't good and you were still doing good. I remember I was like, but that, oh my goodness, that's so amazing. I love that. And yeah, I spent the whole summer at the beach, and I brought my phone with me, and sometimes I brought my laptop, but I didn't really even need to do anything. While I was sunbathing and watching the kids, I was doing a few posts or checking my business. People were getting buyers. I was getting buyers, and I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. And I mean, the one thing I also want to point out for the viewers that are watching this or watching the replay is that a lot of us already have the skill set of using social media. Majority of people, there's some people who aren't tech savvy, but a lot of people already know how to post things, make comments, how to send emails, all that stuff. So we teach you how to use those same skills and apply it to this business, but use it from a business perspective so that you can start monetizing, making money out of the skill sets that you're already using. But we're helping you enhance that with our training program and knowing how to market and do marketing on all the different social media platforms. And like Georgia said, you can do paid ads, you can do free ads. We teach you all that stuff so that you can have a successful business and have things on the go so that people know that you have an online business.
100%. And what would you say to somebody who's afraid to sign up and pay the little less than $200 amount? Like,
so yeah, I would say if you're afraid, and we get this too. I was like that too in the beginning. I was afraid of just taking that step, but join our Learn to Earn group online, because we help answer a lot of those questions. It's free to join. Just register on any of our, just reach out to us and register and get your name. So register with us and just add your name and email to our website. So if you see this replay on one of our mentees that we coach and mentor, just ask them for their website link and just add your name and email, and then ask them specifically that you want to get added to the Learn to Earn online private group, and it's a VIP access group just so that you can get information and listen to the frequently asked questions videos. We've created 17 videos on there to help kind of alleviate sort of that stress of trying to figure out if this business is something for you or not. But yeah, start there, and ask away, ask questions, and hopefully that information that you've learned from that group will help you feel comfortable to take the next step.
I brought somebody in there, one of my uh, pretty much one of my business partners. She wants to start the business. She's not yet quite a business partner, but she's been inquiring about the business, and I brought her in there, and she was like, well, I thought this was more informative. And I'm like, it is more informative. And I think that they're not watching where they need to watch. So where would they need to go to see those informative videos?
Yeah, so it's either in the guide section. So if you're on your phone, just go to the three little lines on the top left, and then just you'll see the word guides, and that will have all the 17 videos there. Or you can also go into the reels as well, because I've converted those videos into reels, so it's easy to find. So there's two places to find them there. And if you can't find that information, just reach out to the person who invited you in, and we can show you where to find those videos.
Yeah, just my advice is try to find the word guided on your laptop or the three little lines in the left or right hand corner of your screen on your phone. Okay, because I was just going to mention real quick that because I know as soon as a lot of people are like, oh my goodness, is money to sign up? Well, you have to pay for ads? No way. And I'm like, hello, have you ever had a business before? I was a brick and mortar business owner, and
Yeah.
it takes money to make money in this world. So
Yeah.
if you advertise, you're gonna make some good money. Believe me, I make sometimes 70% return on my advertisement.
Mhm.
That's incredible. I've
Yeah.
even sometimes seen myself make 80% return. So that's really good. Like think about it. If you put $20, you can make $100, but we make way more. But I'm just giving an example. Make 80% return. Okay, so I also want to say what I feel that this gave me ultimate, I would say even fulfillment, ultimate lifestyle and upgrade. This business was a greater sense of accomplishment.
Mhm.
With my brick and mortar business, I left it and it was like done. I moved away, and then I had to restart in Kamloops and it failed. With this, I keep growing and growing and growing, and I'm like a greater sense of accomplishment. And even if I didn't make some ads or whatever, I'm like, my business is still at this point where I'm making tons of money. I'm getting these tons of bonuses. I can depend on the growth and I can feel more fulfilled. I can feel more like I've accomplished something in this world. I'm a president, I'm a CEO. I can hand it to my kids. You can't hand your career to your kids. You can't do that. And just like you were saying, even your nephew or your family, your mom, you can hand this. You can involve them. You could put them as an entity on your corporation. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's it for us. So if anybody wanted to learn more and they wanted to be added into the Learn to Earn online group, please send us a message or go to our websites here in this post or any of our business partners. Just like Paulo said, we mentor and coach them. If you see this on their pages, it means that they're able to help get you started. They're a mentor.
Yeah.
Okay? And they can get you started. So click the link, add your name and your email, and just message us privately after. Say, I registered for free. Can you add me to the Learn to Earn group? Because I want to see the guided videos. I want to get started. I want to see what this business is. I want a little free look at it first. Yeah. And and if you are in the Learn to Earn online group, your next step is to sign up. If you watch those guided videos, if you've seen everything, click the link because you're going to see that here in the Learn to Earn right above in this post. Click the link and literally add all your information. Make sure you add the same email that you registered for free with me or your mentor, coach, Paulo. Whatever email you use, you have to make sure you add that email back in there. And if you want to message us, one of us, and be like, this is the email that I'm going to use to sign up with. Can you please make sure it's the same one because I need my info? Because if it's a different email, you won't get your info. You won't get your pre-coaching call videos, and you won't be connected to us as your mentor or coach. Because in our system, that's how we connect you to us, and that's how we get those videos released, those 2 hours of pre-coaching call videos. Yeah. Did you want to add anything?
Yeah, just also it's Tuesday, so we do our live information webinars. So if you just want to learn the basics of how this whole business model is set up, it's free to join. It's 90 minutes information webinar, and it takes place every at 5 p.m. Pacific time and 8 p.m. Eastern time every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yeah, if you want to watch that first before joining the Learn to Earn online group, then do that first, and then it will just it'll just teach you the basics of what you need to know about how this business works. And then from there, you can move on to the Learn to Earn online and get more of your frequently asked questions answered in there. And yeah, just reach out to the person who you've connected with and ask for their website and enter your name and email, and we'll send you the link. So,
Yeah, perfect. And just to make it clear, guys, whatever link you see on here, click it and add your information, and you'll be taken to the replay, and you'll get a link to watch us live. So thank you, Paulo. God bless you. Thank you for this great subject. For everyone, thank you for joining. See you on the other side. God bless everyone.